Football is a game of glory, dreams, and heartbreak. Today, we remember 10 footballers whose stories ended far too soon. From sudden collapses to tragic accidents, these are the players who left the pitch forever. Diogo Jota and André Silva. It was supposed to be the happiest week of his life. Fresh off a league title and a wedding celebration, Liverpool forward Diogo Jota and his younger brother André Silva were driving down the A52 motorway in Spain. But tragedy struck. Their Lamborghini spun off the road and burst into flames. Neither survived. The football world was in shock. Jota's wife, newlywed and now widowed, grieved silently with their children. A tragic reminder that tomorrow is promised to no one. Juan Izquierdo collapsed during a Copa Libertadores match in 2024. He wasn't just a defender, he was a warrior of the Uruguayan game. After battling an undetected cardiac condition, he slipped into a coma and passed 5 days later. South American football went silent. He was just 26 years old. Miklós Fehér. In 2004, Benfica's Miklós Fehér had just been booked with a yellow card. He smiled, then collapsed on the field. Medical teams rushed in, but the 24-year-old never got back up. A heart attack. His teammates wept openly. Benfica built a statue to honor his short but unforgettable life. Marc-Vivien Foé. During a 2003 Confederations Cup semi-final, Cameroon's Marc-Vivien Foé collapsed near the center circle. He received CPR for 45 minutes, but it was too late. The autopsy revealed a rare heart defect. He was only 28. FIFA held a global moment of silence in his honor. The match went on, but football was forever changed. Antonio Puerta. Sevilla's Antonio Puerta collapsed during a league match in 2007. He walked off the pitch, but collapsed again in the locker room. He was rushed to the hospital, but 3 days later, he was gone. Cause: multiple organ failure from cardiac arrest. He was about to become a father. His death pushed La Liga to implement stricter health screenings. Piermario Morosini. During a 2012 Serie B match in Italy, Piermario Morosini collapsed mid-run. The ambulance couldn't get into the stadium because a car blocked the gate. By the time they reached him, it was too late. He died at 25. Italian football never forgave itself for the delay. Nico Rijnders, Dutch midfielder for Ajax and Bruges, was at the peak of his game. But during a match in 1972, he collapsed without warning. Though revived, he never returned to football. And died just 4 years later at age 28. A quiet end to a gifted talent. Patrick Ekeng. In 2016, Cameroonian midfielder Patrick Ekeng collapsed during a Romanian league match. Fans watched in horror as medics scrambled. But the ambulance on duty had no defibrillator. A tragic failure in preparation cost him his life. He was 26. The Romanian FA was fined, and reforms followed quickly. Jeremy Wisten. He never played a Premier League match. But Jeremy Wisten was once a promising Manchester City academy player. At just 18, he was released from the squad, and spiraled into depression. Feeling forgotten and alone, he took his own life. His parents were devastated. Mental health in football is still overlooked. These aren't just players, they were sons, fathers, brothers, and heroes in their communities. Their deaths remind us that even in the beautiful game, tragedy can strike at any time. Let us remember them, not just for how they played, but for who they were. Rest in peace. If these stories moved you, please share this video. Subscribe for more football stories that matter. And in the comments, tell us which player left the biggest mark on your heart.